to talk about this thing of logarithmic equation. We are going to see how to solve logarithmic equation. I think that you have seen about the properties of logarithms. You can check on my previous video. They are there, both properties of logarithms. So now, this is a tricky equation. This is a tricky equation because you see that we have logarithm one side. The other side is not logarithm. And again, it is in the base 4. It is not in the base 10. And we are going to see how we can solve this one. Normally, when I'm talking about logarithm, it is like change from exponent to logarithms. And we are going to apply properties of logarithms. Then, before we start, you can remember about the properties of logarithms. First of all, when we are going to solve a logarithmic equation, the main property is that you must have logarithm of side. Logarithm of A is equal to logarithm of B if their bases, let's say base C, and base C, if their bases are equal, this one are equal, and also this one and this one are equal. So that is what you are going to apply here. Since we don't have a logarithm this side, we are going to put logarithm there. That is the first step. Apply logarithm in base for both sides. To both sides. But here we have logarithm. We don't need to put logarithm here. So what do we put here? Normally we assume that here we have multiply with 1. So we multiply a logarithm which can be equal to 1. A logarithm of which can be equal to 1, normally it is a logarithm of a number in that base. Like logarithm of 10 in base 10, it is 1. That is what we are going to apply here. So we have logarithm of 4, the left side, 2 power x plus 48, which is equal to x negative 1. Then we multiply the logarithm of 4 in the base 4. This is equal to 1. And why do we put logarithm of 4 in the base 4? It is because the previous logarithm that we had was in the base 4. So we need to have those logarithms in the base 4. What you have to do, we take this part to the exponent of 4. So we have 4, 2x plus 48, which is equal to logarithm in the base 4 of 4 power x minus 1. Now, we see that now their logarithms are in the same base, which means this one and this one can simplify. If we simplify this with this, it means we are remaining with 2 power x plus 48, which is equal to 4 power x minus 1. This is the one that we are going to solve. How can we solve this? First of all, we see that we have x at the power, and we have 2 and we have 4. What we can do first of all, we can separate this x minus 1 from exponent. When we separate, we can get this is 2 power x plus 48, which is equal to 4 power x then times 4 power minus 1. When we separate, it means that this one, it means that it is the reciprocal of 4. It is a reciprocal of 4. This is equal to what? This is 2 power x plus 48, which is equal to 4 power x then times 1 over 4. When we multiply both sides, as we assume that here is 1, then we make a cross product, we will get 4 2x plus 4 times 48. And this is equal to 4 power x. Automatically, this is 4 to power x, which is plus 4 times 48, 48 times 4, it is 2, and 3, 19, okay, 192. So this is its value, then we subtract with 4 power x, which is equal to 0. When you look at this, we see that we have base 2 and we have base 4. So we can put these 4 in base 2 by using the factors of 4. Factors of 4 normally is 2 times 2, which is 2 squared. So we can write like negative 2 squared power x, like this, which is this one. This negative is this, plus 4 times 2 power x, then plus 192, which is equal to 0. When we multiply the negative both sides, we can write 2 power x power 2. From the properties of exponent, this 2 power 2 power x is like 2 power x power 2, which means it's like multiplying the powers. If you have power with power, multiply the powers, then plus 4 times 2 power x plus 192, which is equal to 0. Then, when you look at this one, we see that this is this one with the square, and this one is the same as this, and this is a constant. This 2 power x power 2 minus 4 power times 2 power x negative 192 equal to 0. And then from here, as we see, this one is the same as this, but this has power 2. So when we look at this, we can change the parameter. We can say that let 2 power x equal to t. When we let this, automatically we are heading to the quadratic equation. Then it means that then this is t squared. This one is t squared negative 4t negative 192, which is equal to 0. You can solve this. It is a quadratic. You can solve it by either quadratic formula or by factorization or by completing squares and so on. So you solve it using any method that you want, then you check whether we can get the same answer. When we check, for me, I'm going to use a quadratic formula. No, I'm going to use factorization. By factorization, we find the product, which is a times c. A is 1, c is this one, so it is 192. And the sum is negative 4. We find two numbers which are multiplied to get this and which are added to get this. There are many product factors of 192, like you can take 2 and 96, like those two numbers. When you multiply them, you see that we get this number. When you take either this one or either this 96 times 2, like this. So, but when you look at their sum, they are not even closer to this number. So we find the other numbers. Like when you find the other numbers, we can take like 16 and 12. And do we when multiply this, do we get this? Yes, we get this one. Now we change one of the side to be this one so that their sum will be this number. Then if after getting this number, it means that we have t negative 16, then and t plus 12, which is equal to 0. We solve 1 by 1, t negative 16 is equal to 0, or t positive 12 is equal to 0. This t is equal to 16, or this t is equal to negative 12. And I think that you and I, we know that there is no number which can be, if we have a positive number which is with a power, there is no number that you can power to a positive number to get a negative number. So it means that this t cannot be negative because the value that we are finding is at the exponent, so it is rejected. That's why this t cannot be negative, so that when you power to the positive number, it will be a negative number. So now if 2 power x is equal to t, as we have from our assuming, so it means that 2 power x is equal to 16, and then automatically we need to find the factors of this one, and the factors of 16, it is 2 power 4, 2 power 4. So this 2 power x is equal to 2 power 4. When we simplify, we get that our x is equal to 4. Thank you very much. Remember to subscribe, remember to like, remember to add a comment. If you have any question, you can share with us. There's no problem. Thank you. See you next time.